Welcome back to the channel, guys. You're joining Jason Pizzino on the Crypto Byte channel. Thank you again for joining me here. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe down below, and remember to like the video as well. Obviously, after you watched it, in case you didn't like it, then let us know in the comments. But today, I want to do a quick video just on basically YouTube and crypto YouTubers and all the news and the noise and everything else that's coming out. I think it's good just to touch on this and have a review of what's going on. So I'm going to quickly switch over to our subscribers and just have a look at the titles and what's going on, see if we can decipher. Basically, I've already got an opinion in mind, and maybe you guys do too, because you've been following for a while, or if you're new, then this is all kind of a bit of a crazy time to be getting into crypto, because the energy is just sort of like flown out of the market. And as you can see on the subscribers, the news comes out, but if we flick over to the market capitalization, it doesn't do anything to the price. The price just keeps falling. And I mean, I've talked about this before. I do it in my own investing. It's about the time, the cycle. So really, good news or bad news, the cycle is down and we're going to keep falling. As we saw in December and January, there was good news or bad news, but the market kept going up. So the good news tended to push the price a bit faster and higher, and the bad news just slowed it down for a little bit. And I think we'll see the reverse in the markets at the moment. So if we've got good news, it might just halt the market a little bit. Like if we're looking at Tron, for example, and there's some good news, it just holds the market up, maybe a little bounce up 10-20% or whatever, but then it continues on its trend down. Whereas if it's got bad news, then that just amplifies the fact that it's going to fall further and harder. So I think that's something to keep in mind. Now isn't the time to be chasing, or at least, obviously everything here is my opinion, of course, and this is why I'm playing it, but I don't see this as a time to be trying to chase the 3, 4, 10x returns just on the back of some news. If you've been following something for a while and you've got your own perspective of it and you're happy to hold for months or however long it takes, that's a different story. But it's what was happening before, when everyone was just following a news item and then just jumping on board and it would skyrocket 5x or 10x. We can see that generally across the board is not the case. There might be one or two here and there, whereas before it was dozens of them just flying up. And yeah, just not happening. So if we look through some of the main guys, you probably have a few people that you watch as well that aren't on this list. So, make mention of them if you like in the comments down below. Some of the main ones I watch, it's a Coin Mastery. That would probably be the main one out of any of these. There's a few that you see pop up in your in your advertisements and recommended videos. That would be like Supperman. I definitely don't listen to anything there. And Crypto Love. I mean, they're both hard workers, so I'm not taking that away from them. The advice and the information is pretty just clickbaity in my opinion. At least I don't follow that. So you can see Ontology here. Crypto Love's talking about that. And if you look over into the cryptocurrency, the caps, Ontology was really the only one that had been moving north. Tron did its little thing here at 20%, and Ontology, it was like 60%, or it doubled. So that's pretty big news in a down market. So what I'm doing here is just deciphering through the headline so I don't have to watch dozens and dozens of videos. The headline is obviously important, and it's a difficult one because sometimes people have got great information, but they just don't know how to market the video. The thumbnail's a bit crappy, the title's not so good, but consistently, if they're good, they're offering really good value, people will find that, and regardless of the thumbnail or the title, people will watch their videos because they know that they've got good content underneath their not so good advertising on their product. So I guess down the headlines, it's the same sort of stuff. Altcoin Buzz pumps out tons of videos. I'm sure you guys that follow this channel, or some of you know of Altcoin Buzz. They're talking about bits and pieces in the news, Coinbase, BitHub. What else has he got from today? Altcoin News, Binance and Bitfinex leave Asia. It's news. You can get it, cryptocurrency news, type that into your Google searches and it'll pop up. Anything else of importance? Can Bitcoin drop down to 6K? I made a video on this actually for our channel, and I'm just looking at technical analysis in that video. And at the moment, it sure does look like it might. It's sitting at $7,040 right now. on my Bitfinex chart. That was the one that I did the video on. It looks like it's coming down. It may come down and test that 6. If we break that 6, we are definitely going a lot further south, in my opinion. So back to the subscriptions, not much is happening, and I think that's probably part of the reason why some of the views have dropped off. You guys would know that as well. Just some of the engagements dropped off, the comments and everything like that. Live streams, what is Delphi? So really, what I do in this time now, where the market's dropping, the news isn't doing much, people are still just pumping out videos like Decentralized TV. How many is that in a day? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the same guy. 5, 6, 7 videos in a day. I don't know how this guy does it, but it looks like he's pretty consistent with the 7 or so a day. What I do in this period is do my own study, my own research. That's why I like watching CoinMaster. You can see him down here, and that just gives me reminders of different books and texts and stuff that I can go and read again in my Elliott Wave books, or my Gann trading analysis, more on candlestick charting, anything like that. I'll start to read that again, and then just go back to my chart, flick through my charts, just see if I can recognize any other patterns. So what I'm saying here is the news is the news. Right now it's still noise, just like it usually is noise, but now's the time to be educating yourself, ready for the next move. Like this isn't over. This isn't the end of cryptocurrency, as much as that news is going to come out at some point, like it did in 2013. You can see it just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. I did do a post on this chart a little while ago on my Steemit account, Jason PZ. You can follow that. But yeah, right now it's a time to be educating yourself, because I think there's a lot more of this market to fall. I think we're going to see something like the 2013. You know, this period here, we're going to see something like that before we take off again. I would really love to see just this part and then boom, straight to the moon, so I can start withdrawing some funds again, but possibly that's what we are in store for. So forget the noise, do something productive, educate yourself, review, study, all that sort of good stuff. Obviously I'm making this video just as much for you guys as I am for myself. I think that's a good way to make them. So yeah, let me know what you guys are doing in this period of the markets continuing to drop. As we can see here, we're probably going to crack 7,000 soon, maybe get into the 6,000s again on Bitcoin. What are you guys doing to fill the time, as we've seen it fall for about 2.5, 3 months, Bitcoin at least 3 months now? Hit me in the comments below, Jason PZ on Steemit. I'll see you at the next video. Thanks again for joining me. Until next time, take care. Peace out.